Hey guys, TK here, doing a quick video to show off the Ninja wheels that came as part of the RLCS. If you watched it on Twitch during live streams, you had an opportunity that weekend to get certain drops like the Ninja wheels, the Apex, the Helios boost, and I guess the RLCS decals. I don't think there was anything else. So I'm going to do the Ninja wheels now. I'll try to do Apex in the next day or so. I think I already did the Helios. I don't remember. And then I don't know if I did the RLCS decals. I'll have to go back and double check. If I didn't, I'll eventually get around to doing them. I am curious when and if they're ever going to allow these to come out again, because they did make it clear that this would not be the only opportunity to get RLCS items. So I'm assuming at this point that it's going to be only during RLCS, because they've had other events on Twitch and they haven't given them. So I guess as long as they don't really add too many new items, because I wouldn't want them messing with the pool too much, because then it makes it hard to get some of the original stuff. But one thing I wanted to show you all here is the Crimson. There's plain. You can see they look very similar. The plain, though, does light up more. It has that glow effect. And maybe like a hint of orange. Let's look at the tread. See, that's like a darker red. And then, yeah, that has like a little... It's like a lighter red, little hint of orange. So I don't know. Between the two, I kind of actually prefer the regular ones. But let me run through all these. Then I will show one set of wheels, maybe the orange ones, in the game so you can see them in motion. And then after that, I wanted to show you all the bloom effect in the video settings. The bloom setting in the video settings is actually what causes the glow on the wheels, not just these, all the wheels. And I know I've talked about that in the past, where sometimes I kind of complain that like, that one's too muted, it doesn't glow enough. Well, that one setting alone is what controls that, and if you turn it off, basically there's no glow effect at all. The main reason I wanted to show that is I don't think some people I know have commented like, oh, those don't really look that good, or not as good as what I've seen. And maybe they don't realize that that setting is what controls it. I have no idea on a PC that maybe if you have to keep it at lower settings, maybe it's turning that off. I don't know what kind of impact that has on performance. But I just wanted to make sure that y'all were aware. And whoops, let me show you all the tread. Another thing I would be really curious, I would love for people to comment, is PS4 and Xbox One. I don't have either. What kind of controls do y'all have on y'all's video settings? Is it kind of locked? I mean, I know you can obviously mess with your camera, but are the video settings themselves, what do y'all have control over? Because maybe the bloom is off on the console, and that's why I've seen some people say on like PS4 those wheels look like crap. So if somebody could comment, hopefully somebody from one of the consoles is watching. I mean, PC Master Race, but just kidding. Not really. Make sure y'all saw the pink real quick. I think I did that one. Let me do it from this angle, and then I will load up a game. And of course, the game's coming out for the Nintendo Switch later in the year. I am sure I will buy it because my son has a Switch. And quite frankly, I would love to be able to take the Switch on the road and be able to play this. But I won't be collecting items. There's no way I'm going through this again. And I mean, quite frankly, this is my opinion. I do not see the Switch version. Alright, two things. One, I really wish that they would do like a Psyonix account to where you could log into any platform and have the same account basically across the board. You could link, your Psyonix account with your different, Steam, PS4, whatever. So that way you can see the items across all platforms. Obviously a little work would need to be done there because obviously there's some console exclusives. Like I know the Nintendo Switch version is going to have, like I guess you get a Mario topper. There might even be like a go-kart type car. I'm going to do the orange ones real quick in motion. But the audio is where I think it's going to cause some issues. Like the pro scene, I can't imagine if you're a pro, obviously you want to be able to talk to your compadres. I'll talk more in a second about that. So I think these look pretty cool when they're in motion. So yeah, the problem is if you got to see on the Nintendo Switch, Splatoon 2 just came out. My son's loving that, by the way. And the way we don't have the headset, but the way I've read online is it's kind of a nightmare. Like it's definitely not mobile and portable. You basically have to have your. Actually, you know what? I want y'all to pay attention to something real quick. Sorry, I'm kind of like going off on different tangents here. Look at the lights right here on this car. And look at the wheels right there. That's what the bloom effect does. But yeah, the way the audio works on the Switch, which is just kind of ridiculous, is you've got to have a headset that's plugged into another device that plugs into your cell phone. And on your cell phone, you have an app. Now, I mean, it may work with like, you know, I don't know if it works with tablets like an iPad or Kindle Fire or something. I'm not sure. But to me, that's ridiculous. Like, that's the stupidest thing I've ever seen. When I saw a picture of like this guy with all the wires and everything everywhere, I'm like, that's not portable. Isn't that the whole point of the Switch? So, I don't know. To me, it's kind of ridiculous. I don't know if a lot of people are going to want to deal with that crap. And like I said, that might end up hurting the pro scene. So, and if the pro scene never really takes off on the Switch, then it's just going to be more casual play, I think. Yeah, I mean, I'll play on it for sure. But, I mean, I'm a casual player, so even though I do ranked. So, yeah, you see the glow effect. Check this out. Like, look at these wheels. And right here, this car, you'll see in a second when I turn it back on. This part of the car lights up right there. I know there's some stuff in the front that lights up, and these wheels will light up. Apex. These are very bright. These kind of light up just a little bit. See how it lit up? And see how bright those wheels are now? And then check this bad boy out. You got these lights, like I said. You got the lights right there on this car. These are a lot brighter. So keep that in mind. You know, if you're trading or doing whatever, it could be your bloom settings is why the wheels do not look as good. You know, one other thing I was going to mention, guys, is I do appreciate all the thoughts and well wishes and kind words from my last video about my mom's passing. You know, it's been hard. Feeling a little bit better today, actually, even though it's midnight and I should be in bed right now. I got to get up in like 5.5 hours to go to work. I'm still having trouble sleeping, obviously. You know, it's just that, you know, my dad died when I was a kid. Mom's gone now. Grandparents gone. Aunts, uncles gone. You know, other than my siblings, it's like everybody older than me is gone. So it's kind of weird when I'm not even 40 yet. I'll turn 40 next month. So I don't know, kind of weird. You know, my mom lived with us for 4.5 years. So this was a little bit sudden and unexpected, even though she was in her 70s. But, you know, I mean, one thing I do kind of have to tell myself is there are a lot of people that have it a lot worse than me, who've been through a lot worse than what I'm dealing with right now. And, you know, I feel pretty bad for those folks, because this right now feels pretty bad. So I can't imagine what it feels like to have something worse. And those are the people that really, you know, we need to be thinking for. So, anyway, like I said, I appreciate it, and hopefully I will see y'all again real soon. Take care, guys.